I shall not fail.
Alright, one down, other injured.
As honor orders.
Ah, that was 90%! That should have been a guaranteed hit. I don't know what happened there. Oh my god, bird almost dead. Warning my chat. Hey, Bluebell.
I feel nothing. Fear nothing.
Dark Heresy. Yeah, that one.
My artistry. A wicked thought. What if?
Alright, so he went around line of sight, so I can't reach him right now.
A wicked thought.
Get me a target.
Naturally.
Living on the edge. You've got a problem, I've got a prize.
War is my muse.
Okay.
A genius at work.
There we go, that one's down. Third one.
Let's see.
The dog on standby.
Am I? Don't never cross a Kazbalikan.
Let's see.
Two are better than one.
Reload.
I can do that with the right incentive.
That would have been hit really hard too. Would have dodged.
Emperor, give me strength.
Okay.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
A few zaps.
Don't Jai Hedari. Remember the name.
Out of range. Alright, just
I can
reload.
do that with the right incentive.
Alright, Cabela.
I am your blade and shield.
Oh, okay, so I guess she got close enough to the exit that it just triggered, like, you got away. Okay. I mean, I feel like I was doing okay there. The cult of nourishers tainted with genetic corruption was discovered on the planet G7. I was not done in that solar system yet, but I guess we ran away so hard we left the whole solar system. Okay. Already explored there. Don't know if there's going to be anything else there. Yeah, it's gone. Okay. Begin scan. Not explored. A small planet gently wrapped in amber forest greets you with ruby-colored dawn. Basil von dem Klerk, the local governor, gives the rogue trader a warm welcome. After several glasses of Damascene, the sweltering ruler asks if Mukluk von Valancius would like to keep him company during the upcoming hunt. Accept the offer. After several hours of riding the local peculiar animals, you make camp in the middle of a golden forest. Basil von dem Klerk points to the sky. A flat disc rises over the horizon, constantly morphing its color and shape. The forest grows silent and empty. You can no longer hear the singing of birds or even the rustle of wind. The governor nods with satisfaction, and a few shapes step into the clearing. Their bodies are twisted by an unknown phenomenon, and you watch the freaks with astonishment as they begin to dance to the throaty cackling of their brethren, turning the bony growths and pulsating flesh of their scaly hands toward the unnatural thing in the sky. Governor, what is going on? The governor smiles coyly. You're about to see with your own eyes what is happening here. Watch in silence. The hypnotic dance seems to continue forever. The unfortunate creatures howled, whined, and convulsed, unable to tear their bleeding eyes from the celestial body. When the pavoning disc outshone even the light of the local star, the physical shells of the things that used to be men burst, releasing beasts onto the plane that not even the most fluent and capable pen could describe. Basil von dem Cleric excitedly explains that the creatures you saw are the children of the great king of distortion. It is he who is the true god and patron of these fertile grounds. Once every cycle, his chariot shines its light upon the world and bestows transformations upon his most ardent followers. The rogue trader may become one of his heralds. That sounds like Tzeentch, one of the chaos gods. Hang on a sec. Overlord says, hey Mug, sorry for Goer's 2 question. No, it's fine. I watched your Heal Harbinger video. I want to try it. Do you think you can work with Plague Doctor versus Harrier? Or is power scaling better than Condi? The important thing is the healing power and the concentration. Anything else, as long as you have enough of those first 2 things, anything else is fine. I would say the bottom line would, you could try it with Plague Doctor, give it a shot and see how it feels. But I haven't tested it with that myself. Yeah, okay, so this guy doesn't worship the god Emperor. He worships whatever this, like, thing is that I think is Tzeentch. Execute the governor on the spot. The governor's head separates from his neck with a distinctive squelch. Black and brown blood seeps into the soil beneath his corpulent body and is immediately transformed into a writhing tangle of worms that burrow deep into the ground with unnatural speed. You return to the ship, pondering what to do with the world, and more importantly, what to do with the King of Distortion. Order the crew to chart a course to the anomaly known as the King of Distortion. The senior officers observe suspicious activity emanating from the twisted celestial body at the heart of the system. The chaplain advises you to get ready for potential encounter with spawn of the archenemy, so it may be wise to reconsider unless you have holy relics, sacred wards, or blessed effigies of the Emperor. Aflame with a plethora of colors, the distorted celestial disk trembles slightly beyond the endless windows of the captain's bridge as the rogue trader's ship approaches its center. An otherworldly voice, cold and enveloping, enters your mind. What could this puny wretch possibly offer a king? The officers on the bridge look around perplexed. Their eyes are full of terror and confusion. Many clutch their heads and let out long howls of pain. Some empty their stomachs, but most, pale and exhausted though they are, have joined the Lord Captain in resisting the entity's influence. Your ship takes 10 damage. Command the entity to release the minds of the Amber Worlders from its grip. The king's mocking laughter rings in your ears, and a deep red trickle runs slowly from your nose over your lips, leaving an aftertaste of salt and metal. You have holy gifts in your cargo. You can use them? Order a ship-wide 1,000-voice prayer service over holy relics for the protection of Amber World, the Imperium, and your own souls. Deafening gong strikes are heard across hundreds of decks. Your eyes are misted with red and your gums bleed as your subjects fall to their knees all at once in a shared prayer to the God Emperor. The holy relics from the ship's temples melt from the ardor of your speech, and the entity screams and writhes inside your brain, struggling to break out. Break out of my brain? Yeah, you're not trapped in here with me. What is it? No, I'm not trapped in here with you. You're trapped in here with me. That's it. Many drop dead during the first minute of prayer, unable to resist the corruption. However, others immediately take their place, unfazed by the sight of their fellows turning to dust in seconds. There's a nauseating stench engulfing the ship's decks like a wave, causing people to retch forth their innards. Finally, every deck is plunged into darkness. Ghosts of the past walk among the living, stealing breath from those weak of spirit, and still the prayer is not extinguished. It's hard to tell if the prayer service that lasted several hours or several days. At some point, you feel your very essence overflow with heat and power, and then the intruding will falters. The distorted disc vanishes from the void ship's augers as if it had never been there, and at long last everything is quiet. As everyone slowly recovers from what just happened, reports begin to come in to the captain's bridge. You've lost a third of your crew in the unequal fight, and the fortunate survivors are going to take quite some time to come around. All hail the rogue trader. Wow, that's heavy. A third of my freaking crew. The golden forests of Amber World look enchanting from orbit. Well, we just killed the governor. Proclaim yourself the sovereign of Amberworld. Oh, I get to take an extractium? Okay. From the moment the world belonged to the rogue trader alone, your people eradicated the settlement's housing and the unclean followers of the profane cult. The corruption instilled by the King of Distortion loosened its grip, and the estates of Amberworld can breathe a sigh of relief thanks to the efforts of the new ruler. Yet, malicious servants of the archenemy still lurk in the shadows, waiting for the right moment to wrap the planet in a web of heresy. Evil does not simply disappear without a trace. Gained people. Okay. Alright, let's repair the hull that took damage. Alright, we got this right here. Plasteel, don't need that. Okay, so it says there's something else here. Unforeseen event. No, I don't want to take tribute from them. I just took over. Okay. Alright. Average Catholic church sermon, to be honest. What, people turning to dust? Just dying left and right? Alright, warp travel. A trickle of disturbing news came from the Navigator's sanctum over the last few days. Allegedly, there's a vast shadow following the Void ship throughout the depths of the Sea of Souls. Trust the Navigator. Okay, we've had this event before, last time I did this, and I don't remember it being good, so I'm gonna say trust the Navigator. The ship's navigator engaged the warp monster in invisible combat by giving orders from the Sanctum Navis. By following the Astronomican's guiding light and struggling against the mighty alien will at the same time, the guide managed to pry the Void vessel from the nightmarish creature's grasp and execute an emergency translation to real space with minimal losses among the crew and new insights into the nature of warp entities. 2 insight gained. Oh, that's awesome. Well, if I ever get that one again, I can click that button every time. Nice, all hail Muck, Sovereign of Amberworld. Yeah! Okay, we got a few things going on here. Scan. Plasteel again. Ship is damaged. Fix that. Alright, tap quick save. And there's enemy ship or ships here. That one warp travel event is the reason you always leave some passes at orange. Oh, does that always pop? Oh, sorry, does that only pop up when they're orange?
The Emperor is on our side.
Okay, there's quite a few enemy ships here. Mike, will there be more Grounded 2 tonight? I'm not sure. We had a lot of problems last night with Grounded 2. And I asked last night the people that were around, like, hey, what did y'all think of this? Like, I would be fine just kind of letting this cook a bit longer. And I think 9 of the 10 people that responded said I would just let it cook. Like, it was a really buggy show. So, I'm not sure. Sending boarding parties over there. This game has always been on my radar, but watching you play this has totally sold me. Dude, I love this game. It takes a lot out of me to stream it because of all of the reading. Like, I constantly have like a sore voice at the end of it, but that's because I'm doing it out loud. But absolutely considering doing another playthrough off stream, just like full-blown heresy. Just like absolute heretical. It did also change early access a few hours after release. Needs cooking indeed. Yeah, it is an early access right now. And there was some cool stuff and all, but yeah, I might continue playing it with Boy off stream, but it was as a streamer, not as a gamer, I understand it's an EA, right? But as a streamer, like, it was quite frustrating.
Commence the symphony of macro cannons. Void Master, if you please.
Any idea what else might be on the agenda tonight? Definitely diplomacy is not an option. Maybe something else with it, or maybe just that. Diplomacy, it has been really good. Like, that's been really enjoyable. The viewership has been good for it, so it's been just good all around.
The destination is known.
Can I boarding party that? No, it's too far away. Hee buggy, yeah. I'm a Road Trader was fully voice acted. It would be on par with Baldur's Gate 3. I'm totally 40k fan bias. So, real talk, like, okay, you can have a game that you enjoy, and the story is kind of eh. For me, Janthier Wilds. I really enjoyed Janthier Wilds of Guild Wars 2. I found the story to be kind of subpar. Still enjoyed myself, but that's my honest opinion. Okay, in this, the story, the storytelling, really freaking good. I agree with what Pancake said, that if this was fully voice acted, I think it would be just like on a whole nother level. Like, the few parts that, like, for example, the whole, like, chapter 1 is fully voice acted, and there's this one scene when Adira finds Theodora's body, and she screams, and she's like, no! And she falls to her knees and starts sobbing, and dude, the voice actor killed it. I remember, like, oh my god, like, I kind of, like, was startled when I heard her. Like, the voice actress for Adira, like, poured her soul into it. Boarding party to set fires on that ship. Oh, wow. That's a lot of damage. Usually it's just like a little damage and then a dot, but that was a lot. Okay, shot the torpedoes. A good voice actor and good music make me tear up because I'm a giant man, baby.
Unleash our fury. Set course.
Why are my interceptors flying around on their own and not letting me control them sometimes? I don't know. I was gonna use them to break those torpedoes. Now I'm, okay. I was concerned those torpedoes were gonna hit me. That was weird. So next Road Trader playthrough, we can expect all DLC from second Game Pass will be out. Man, we'll see. Again, doing all the voice acting myself takes a lot out of me. But I do love this game. Speaking of RTS, have you ever heard of Stronghold Crusader? Don't know that one. Oh, wait, we need this resource. We are going to put an extractium here. That's adamantine. We had almost none of that. Also, I got a notification that Dargonis needs something. The Lord Captain's presence will be required. Janus, Cure for Sloth. And also Foulstone, our presence is required. Okay. Can you use the female char voice from time to time? A voice actress I am not, but I did my best. A vigilant member of the Augur crew has detected a small Xenos vessel drifting through the void. The ship is unpowered and shows no signs of being crewed. Send out a boarding shuttle. The squad boarded the vessel without issue. Corrosion has laid waste to the ship's systems, which led to the death of the entire crew. The interior is full of Aldari corpses. No weapons were found on board, and the dead Xenos, judging by clothing, were not part of any warrior caste, merely the crew of the now defunct ship. The Xenos Yearliet claims to have recognized the symbols of the dead Aldari's clothes. They were civilian refugees from Craft World Cruderrock. Hey, my quick question. Are your low intensity Gears 2 builds still viable for current patch? What's up, Moon Knight? Okay, so I'm going to put a command in the chat right now, Moon Knight. So that command pulls up the low intensity builds page on my website. every build, let me close the little Twitch ad here. Every build on this website, on this webpage that is here, should still work. All of these were tested in the current expansion. There might be some small tweaks here and there. Some of them have a pinned comment saying make this one change. All of these should work. Now, I'm just one guy. I can only make so many of these things. If none of those work for you, there are a lot of other low-intensity builds on other fan websites, but those ones are still up to date. If there is a low-intensity video on my YouTube channel that's not on that webpage, then it probably went out of date. Ash World, added to the Expanse. All right, let's get the Xenotech. What's this? Charred ruins have been detected on the planet's surface. The architecture, building materials, layout, and passages betray the Xenos origin. There are currently no signs of Xeno activity on the planet, and the ruins seem to be abandoned. Tech use. Run detailed scan. The burnt husk of an Imperial shuttle has been found at the heart of the ruins. The pilot's remains are badly damaged. It would seem the shuttle smashed into the building at full speed, causing the fire that destroyed it. What is this? After being rammed, the enemy void ship deals 10% less damage and such 2 rounds. What? Put the dead guy on the front of your ship and use it to ram people? What? Cabela claims that the pilot's fierce and fearless spirit has not departed the remains to go to the Undying One. She proposes to honor the hero and decorate the bow of the flagship with their bones so that they may continue to fight the enemies of humanity in death. And then we get a bonus to ramming enemies with our ship? The servants of the Bloodspun Web would solemnly place the bones in the bow plating while the crew watches the sacred ceremony with awe. The God Emperor has sent them a mighty spirit protector. Bodie McBoatface has gained martyrs temerity. Okay. Alright, we're done with this system. Okay, back here. Emergency aboard the Void Ship. A foul warp entity has pierced the thin veil of the Geller field and spawned unimaginable beasts of unnatural hues. The Vox systems are picking up the crewmen's screams as the warp fiend's loathsome giggling. The situation demands immediate intervention. I will face them personally. Daddy needs XP. Apparently the next 40k game, Dark Heresy, will be fully voice acted, so hype for that. Oh, absolutely.
The battleground beckons!
Blue and pink horrors of Zinch. Okay.
Me?
If Heinrich's turn.
Captain.
Regen, everyone.
The dead guy, I am ablative armor, life is boring, then momentarily interesting, then over. I am ablative armor.
Okay.
If I may.
I didn't really get that one,
I
but
am
thank
a
you, Mr.
navigator,
Madigan.
not a servitor. I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
Aim for the heart next time.
Schemes within schemes.
Trust me. As honor ordains.
Okay. Where's that go? Alright, forewarning.
But of
Warp
course,
speed,
Lord
out.
Captain.
Iron arm. Resolve. Armor buff.
Let's see.
Heal everyone. And we're about to summon more demons, so let's just pass the rest of your turn.
Running.
Alright, one demon down.
Request approved.
Listen, if me dying made it so an airplane could ram someone, you better believe I'm doing it. It's quite the universe to live in. Imagine like a skull delivering your mail, and you're like, "Hey, children, you want to say hi to Grandpa?"
You've got a roll. I want a medal for that one. Commands are more pleasant to give than to follow. I can do that with the right incentive.
Tech familiar activated.
Zap.
Another firm painted blade.
Okay, he's split into two little ones.
You don't frighten me. Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Martyrdom is a reward. Damage is negligible.
As duty demands.
Let's see. A wicked thought. Oh, the storm approaches. Let's see.
Pain is but an illusion.
Taunt both of these.
What if
I will not die in dishonor. I shall not fail.
Alright, use all her buffs.
As honor ordains.
Meow.
Trust me. As
Rewind.
honor ordains.
Go on, beast. I'll put my psychic abilities to use.
I'm really... The war bar is completely full. I'm really concerned he's going to summon more demons if he flings more magic around, so I'm just going to have him mostly pass his turn.
My master serve. Abide in the host of blessed creations of the Omnisire. Tech familiar activated.
That one's dead. It says there's two enemies left. Where? There's one there. Oh, there's one there. Okay.
A moving target will be longer. How about no? Jai Haydari. Remember the name. Two are better than one. Don't get too cocky.
A genius at work.
Dog. Why didn't you attack, dog? So, sometimes when you tell the dog, come to my side and attack what's next to me, he just doesn't do the attack portion. And I'm not sure why. And that's what just happened just now.
How dare you? Step aside. The navigator is coming. Me? If you insist, Lord Captain. If I may. Try to die with grace. At least
That one's done.